If you're a regular viewer of the show, you know I'm a huge fan of the biggest food and beverage company in the world, Nestle. Mainly because of how Nestle chairman and former CEO Peter Brabeck views the issue of water privatization.
Water is, of course, the most important raw material we have today in the world. It is a question of whether we should privatize the normal water supply for the population. And there are two different opinions on the matter. The one opinion, which I think is extreme, is represented by the NGOs, who bang on about declaring water a public right.
Yes, that's the most important person at a company that owns nearly 70 different bottled water brands, saying that water isn't a public right. But not to be outdone by the benevolent leaders of Nestle, another major organization's taking a page right out of the company's water privatization playbook, the World Bank. Yes. Earlier this month, the international loan giant held 4 days of talks in D.C. to discuss a number of global issues, and in particular, the world's water crisis. With unprecedented droughts, massive water pollution, and the fact that a quarter of the global population does not have access to clean drinking water, the topic is no doubt worthy of discussion. Except the World Bank's proposed solution to this issue is to privatize the hell out of the world's most necessary resource. You see, since the 1980s, the bank has used its International Finance Corporation division to privatize utilities from electricity to telecommunications in developing countries around the world. Under the guise of austerity measures with absurd preconditions, the group has gradually forced the transfer of publicly owned resources into the hands of a select few profit-driven companies. Unsurprisingly, the effort has been largely an unmitigated disaster. According to the World Bank's own data, 34% of its private water and sewage contracts signed between 2000 and 2010 are failing or in distress. Not to mention the projects that the bank considers successes are leading to skyrocketing water bill rates, unequal distribution, and failing water infrastructure systems. A 2012 report by Corporate Accountability International conducted case studies in every country from the Philippines to India, which states, quote, investing in private water does not extend access and is also counterproductive for economic development. By contrast, infrastructure investment, which has been abandoned by the corporate sector, is where real benefit can be achieved. The World Health Organization estimates more than $10 of economic benefit from every $1 invested in water infrastructure systems. See, infrastructure development just isn't a big moneymaker, which is why privatizing water is so dangerous. Without the necessary infrastructure, adequate water delivery just can't be done safely and effectively. And unlike other utilities, people cannot live without access to this vital element. And once water becomes all about profit, human lives become a market casualty. As director of the International Water Campaign, Shaida Nafisi says, corporations don't have a social development mission. Right now, we're funding development to prop up private projects instead of putting the decision for funding in the hands of governments that are accountable to the people. Look, there are some things that just shouldn't be seen as just another commodity. And when an organization like the World Bank is mimicking the corporate structure of a company that doesn't think water is a public right, that should raise red flags for all of us. Public right, that should raise red flags for all of us.